Okay, so I knew that I would have to release this video before, the Assault Meliodas banner went away. But the thing I've been having trouble with is finding time to do absolutely anything whatsoever at all, because I am constantly at work, which I guess is what I'm going to talk about today while the summons go on. So, a little bit of backstory. Last year, 2020, the pandemic happened. My state went on lockdown, and I lost my job for about a month and a half. And I actually ended up going back to work. I worked at a restaurant back then as like a dishwasher. And I went back to work for about like a month. And then after that, I ended up getting laid off again, but this time it was because the owners of said restaurant decided that they had too many staff, and to recoup some of the losses that they had from the lockdown, they were going to let some of us go. So I was one of those people, and I went in total about 7.5 to 8 months without working, and yeah, it sucked. It was just absolute hell, honestly. Because, like, I'm one of the kind of people that, like, I don't really feel fulfilled in life, I guess. If someone just hands me money, I would rather go earn my money, like, on my own. And, like, oh, hey, this droll. As you can tell, recording the audio for this in post, so, it's, not exactly like all that shocking. You're gonna find out what happens, but I mean, I'll say that I got very, very lucky on this banner as opposed to the one Escanor, which I was supposed to release this video talking about all that stuff back like a week after I released my Escanor dual summons with my guild leader. That didn't happen because, once again, work, but we're gonna get into that. So yeah, I did fantastic on this banner, and I mean, you'll see all that, but it's all good anyways, because like, I like Escanor, don't get me wrong, but I love Assault Meliodas just as a unit in the game and everything else. Like, he is 10,000 to 1 better than Escanor to me personally, because I personally see how much potential he holds to be like #1 unit in the game, but he just doesn't have the team to back him up right now, so that's an entirely different conversation. The one Escanor, hands down, best unit in the game on global right now as far as DPS goes, but that's not even the point. So getting back to what I was talking to, a buddy of mine, he recommended the company I'm currently working at. I put in my application, and he helped me out by, sorry, my wife is trying to tell me something. He helped me out by, helping me put my application in, and then on top of that, he emailed the HR of the company, and, he kind of, like, got them to agree to push things along faster, which was amazing of him. I wouldn't be where I am currently in my life without his help, and like, I don't know, there's just no amount of words that I can use to thank him enough for everything he did for me. So I got working at the job that I'm currently working at. I'm not going to say what it is or really anything like that, but what I will say is I work for an inventory company. So I go into businesses usually after they're closed, and I'll scan their products. I'll, give them an account of their inventory so they can know where they're standing as far as profit margins and boring stuff like that. So what I wasn't told when I got hired at this company is that if you work full-time, your life belongs to this company. Like, I cannot stress it enough. Like, I live in North Florida, that's all I'm gonna say. I've been to Georgia. I've been to the other side of Florida. I've been to Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, up and down Georgia, which, I mean, Georgia is not a small state, but whatever. And I'm just, like, always on the road. I'm in hotels. I'm busy doing stuff. But, like, when the pandemic lockdown happened, I said to myself, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber for years. That seems like something that could be really fun and interesting to do. And so I gave it a shot back then, but I was going through a lot of depression and just other issues. And so it never really clicked. It never really ended up working out. And I don't know, I just like never fully committed to it because of what I was going through mentally at that point in time. But like now that I'm out of that kind of mental funk for the most part, you know, I still get depression from time to time. I still, you know, just go through it every now and then. And by the way, look at that. I'm gonna be seeing him quite a few more times. Anyway, you know, and what I can say to people when it comes to that kind of stuff specifically is you just have to talk to people. You know, you can't just hold all of that inside of you, because as strong as you think you are, depression and mental illness and stuff like that is stronger, and it will just shred you to pieces from the inside out. And I know that there's more gentle ways of putting that, but it's not a gentle thing. It's not an easy thing to deal with. It's not an easy thing to talk about, and a lot of people really just don't understand how mentally taxing it can be to wake up and just not even want to be awake, not even want to go on and deal with your day. And you know, I've been through a lot in my life. I've gone through a lot of struggles. I was homeless at one point in time. My very close family screwed me over and pretty much left me for dead, you know, and I had to rebuild my entire life to where it is now. But you know, if you just keep trying and you, no matter what, every single day try your best, and nobody can ever tell you what your best is, you know. It all is interdependent on you and what's going on that day and everything else, you know. There's no right or wrong answer on how much effort you're supposed to put in on anything for any given point in time. That's all interdependent on you as a person. So, you know, I got myself out of a really, really bad home situation when I was growing up, and I got away from my mom, who was a really, really bad person to me. She did a lot of messed up stuff in my life, and now I'm here in a place where I mean, I'm married. I'm about to be 25. I have a great job. My boss is literally the best. There's second assault Meliodas, by the way. My boss is the best boss anyone could ever ask for anything in life. He has helped me get so far in this company and just everything else. And it's like, all of that wouldn't have been possible if I had just given up and said, you know what, it's not worth it, you know, I'm just gonna give up and whatever happens, happens. I would still be homeless if that were the case. But you know, I just kept pushing and I kept trying, and no matter what happened, I decided that I was just going to keep pushing myself harder and harder and harder, and I've gotten to this place, and I can't wait to see what happens with this YouTube channel and where that goes. I can't wait to see what happens with my job and where that goes, and you know, there's a lot of really good things coming in the future, but I just really wanted to talk about all this stuff so people know that they're not alone in what they're feeling, so people understand that, like, you're not the only one going through it. And I can't speak for anybody else, but I know that me personally, if anyone ever like hit me up in my comment section or like, you know, sent me a message on Discord or YouTube or Facebook or anything, like, I would be there to talk about it. I don't care if I've never met you. I don't care if we never speak after that. Like, I'm always going to be there to help somebody who's going through the middle of a tough time. So, I mean, that's where I'm at this point in my life. Nothing severely wrong is happening. It's just I'm stupidly busy. And I'm really hoping I get a break soon. That should tell you, by the way, that alarm clock, just how little spare time I had. I had to stay up till 4:30 in the morning just to get this footage, because like if I didn't, and I was staying in a hotel room in South Carolina at the time, but like had I not decided to stay up that late, then you know I just have no footage right now for any of this stuff, which can't really have a YouTube channel without any footage. So yeah, it was just a whole thing. But sorry about that. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do the recordings on this and all that, and I decided the best option for my mental health personally would be just to take the multiple videos that I have of, you know, my summons and just cram them all into one, and yeah, just kind of go from there. So it's insanely hot in this room, and I'm not sure why. I'm like sweating all down my face right now, and it's, my air is set to 70. I don't anyways, so like, what was I talking about? My mind is all over the place lately. Right, work. I'm insanely busy, working literally all the freaking time. I barely have time at home to do anything, watch TV, anything like that. Like literally, my gacha games are like the only thing that keeps me grounded and sane, because I can play those while we're traveling to different stores and whatnot, but yeah, it makes it really hard to record when you're in a van with like 7 other people, and they're all talking, or you know, being loud, listening to loud music, stuff like that. And hey, another result, Meliodas. You're gonna see from the rest of the video, obviously, but I do 6-6 this, man. Felt fantastic after the brutalization of the Escanor banner. Man, for the first anniversary of this game that I've been a day one player of, this shit just destroyed me. Like, the anniversary was horrible to me, but it's all good. I'm still having a lot of fun playing the game and all that jazz. But yeah, no, just like if you're ever going through a really tough time in your life, and you're ever going through you know, just going through the shit, like, find somebody, and I don't care if it's me. I am usually up all night, you know, as you guys saw from my alarm clock. By the way, that alarm clock going off, I had to work at 7 a.m. and I still hadn't gone to sleep yet. Like, that was the alarm that was supposed to wake me up. My shift started at 7. So, yeah. Didn't get no time to go work out. I didn't get barely any sleep that day. None of that fun shit, but is whatever. I have a couple really good friends who helped me through my hard times. By the way, that is a 6-6 Sariel, so pretty happy about that one. And then Esterosa been 6-6 for freaking ever. Actually, I think I 6-6'd him like 2 days before the one Escanor came out. Something like that. I bought his last copy. But I actually, the main person who like supported me when I was going through my depression and like just having a really hard time with life was a dude that I am super excited to meet for the first time in real life. His name is Michael. Shout out to the homie Michael. I met him on Facebook through a couple groups that we're in, you know, gamer groups. And yeah, we just became really close friends, and the dude is awesome, you know. I know that he will eventually be seeing this video, so shout outs to you, homie. You made my life 10,000 times more bearable. But I don't know, man. Just life is interesting, and you never know what it's gonna bring to you. And when things are really, really hard and seem hopeless, that's the time when things can change for the better, just like that, overnight. You know, you never really know what's gonna happen. And that is a 7-6 Sario. And I don't think anybody cares about Alate or a lot, however you say her name. But yeah, 7 Deadly Sins coming out with a new movie. Super hyped about that. My wife, actually, my birthday's in 4 days of me recording this video, so happy 25 years old to me. I know I said I was 25 earlier, but I just, like, a month before my birthday, I just start switching to say I'm whatever I'm about to be, because it makes it easier for me to start remembering, like, how old I'm about to turn. I really stopped caring after my 21st birthday. It's like, yay, I can drink. I live in America, obviously, so drinking laws here are 21 years old. And yeah, I haven't really cared too much since then. But nah, this movie should be decently hype, as long as they don't use the same animation studio they used for season 3 and 4. Like, it's been so gross. Like, when I first read the manga, like, the story was just popping off towards the end, especially when you get to, like, how do I want to say this without leaving any spoilers? Estarossa and the fight that they have with him, and then the fight going on in Camelot with everybody else, with Escanor and all that. Those fights when the manga was releasing were like the most hyped thing, pretty much, like, anime and manga speaking, for that entire year. Yeah, no, I feel comfortable in saying that. Those were just stupidly hyped up fights, and, like, everything that was going on, and the people who, I don't want to, like, ruin anything for anybody, but some people don't make it out, some people do, some people get power-ups, some people don't. It's just, like, I don't know. It was crazy. Every single chapter was just like a banger, so seeing how they just, like, absolutely massacred this stuff is, yeah, no, it makes me cry. Makes me cry on the inside. And, yeah, so right now on JP we have the ReZero collab, which I don't even know if I want to summon on that, to be honest, because, like, the character rates are so low. They put festival rates on collab characters. Like, that in and of itself is ridiculous enough. And I'm a very, very avid collector. I like to have all the units, but I don't know how hard I will be going in on that banner, because I'm not 6-6ing every character. That's just not gonna fucking happen. I don't think I have the money to do that. I'm trying to move, like, as soon as possible. The apartment complex I'm in is just absolutely horrendous with the way they treat my wife and I. They just they don't fix anything. Like, I went for 4 months without a dishwasher because they refused to fix it. They kept trying to say it was like my fault and stuff, and it was just stupid. Like, the stupidest stuff ever. How am I going to break a dishwasher? Like, it wasn't like, oh, the door's broken or something like that. It was like the internal piping of the actual dishwasher was like clogged. And I guess it was connected to a main like water line that goes through the whole complex. But yeah, they sat there and tried to blame me for that. So I'm trying to get out of here as fast as possible. I think I'm gonna head back down south in Florida. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure where I want to move or like how far away I'm looking to go. I have a pretty good idea of where I want to end up, especially because I can transfer there with my job, which, I mean, that's always fantastic. But I want to see exactly like what's going on with my work situation before I make any hasty decisions like that. And the other thing that I'm looking at is like really where I'm at in the company, because I might not even stay in the company. Florida, they just raised their minimum wage. It's like a slow progression type system, but we're going up to $15 an hour, which I know is a big thing in the United States right now. Congress and the Senate have really been making a hard push, especially on the Democratic side of things, to get $15 an hour minimum wage, and Florida already did that. So right now, all I can say is that's more than I currently make, but I don't know if I want to stay at this company past that. It really just depends on what rank I'm at and stuff, because like this past, what's today? It's Easter. So I would say a week ago, something like that, I had my first management training course. So I am on the path to getting promoted, you know, hooray, that's awesome. But if they do some BS like they did to me at my first job, and they say I'm getting promoted, but then 2 years later I'm still quote unquote in training, like, nah, I'm a dib. I could go work at Amazon or some shit like that for more and for, you know, easier hours and stuff. Like, it's just, no, we're not playing that again, you know. But dude, this banner has been absolutely fucking nuts for me. Like, have you seen the amount of Escanor animations I've been getting on this thing? It's been absolutely wild. And yeah, that's Green Dairy. I swear I'm gonna die of a heat stroke before I finish recording the audio for this, but this is the only quiet place in my apartment, so. My wife is downstairs playing Xbox with her friends, so that's cool. But yeah, no, it's really hot in here. Hot outside, hot inside. Great time. Anyways, I don't know, like I said, how far I'm gonna go for the ReZero collab. I'm very interested to see what drops on JP in Korea in the next couple days to, well, when is their reset? Because I know they didn't have a banner this week, so they should have a banner next week. So this coming Thursday, it could be a new festival banner, hopefully a demon. It just astounds me, because I could have swore like the game was oversaturated with demon characters, but then I really thought about it and it's like, no, it's not oversaturated with demon characters, it's oversaturated with Meliodas characters. So, like, Assault Mode Meliodas needs, not wants, he needs support for his team. But, like, I have videos, I have pictures, I can show all y'all. I've gone on to geared PvP, faced the one Escanor teams with Goddess Liz, with, you know, optimal teams. They had good gear. They out-CC'd me by 1,000,000, and I was just using a solo Assault Meliodas, and I still just clapped the living hell out of people. I don't think I lost a single game. Now, keep in mind, my gear for him is literally perfect, but still, like, the fact that that is a thing that exists is no. Oh no. This dude is just absolutely monstrous. I don't understand. He's so damn good. But, yeah. I've been ranting for a while now. Assault Meliodas, stupidly OP character. Despite what some individuals in my guild say, they can, you know, just suck it up. But, I'm getting to the point where I'm just losing my train of thought. What is that, 4 or 5, 6? Did I delete the video footage for... I think I did delete it. I know I did another, like, I 6-6'd him in exactly 1250 diamonds. So, you know, it was like 30 something multis. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. That wraps it up. Have a good day and see you.